Hello, boys and girls. We are on Unit 8, Week 2, Day 1. That is Unit 8. We're already on Week 2. We're on Day 1. So today, either in your physical white booklet, you should be on this page. We're going to read paragraphs 1 through 9 of Earth Changes and annotate the text to find the key details, then tell what the main topic is for each section. So we have done this type of graphic organizer before, so this is nothing new. You guys are going to do this with ease. Our goal today is to find the key details, and then from the key details we're going to come up with a main idea. So remember, one thing that we did is we annotated, and then we brought our annotations over. What do we call that? Lifting a line. We lifted the line and brought it over here to the key details. So once you get all of your key details, you have to look at it, be like an investigator. You're going to carefully look at your key details, and then you are going to say, what do all of these details have in common? Wind and water change the earth. And our essential question for this entire unit is, how do we react to changes in nature? How do we react to changes in nature? And this has a lot to do with what we're learning in science about erosion, about rocks, about pebbles, silt, sand. All of these ideas kind of go together, and that's what's so cool about reading and science and social studies and math. You can push it all together and make it one, so you can have a better understanding of it. All right, well, let's get started. So you should be open to Earth Changes. It's on page 18 and 19 of your physical booklet, and on the computer, you all go click Unit 8, and you're still going to be on the same page, 18 and 19. That's Earth's Change and guided reading. We're going to go ahead and take a quick skim, a quick look at the text before we get really deep into reading it. We're going to look at all of the text features. And when I say text features, you know, guys, you know what that means. That means captions. Captions are words under pictures. That means pictures. We're going to look at titles. We're going to look at subtitles. We're going to take a look at the first sentence in the paragraph so that we can see kind of, and the first sentence of the paragraph is not a text feature, but those are some of the things that we are going to look at to skim the text. We're going to just do a quick skim of the text, not do a deep read into it right now, to jog our questions, because remember, good readers preview the text. And that's what we're doing. And we ask questions before, during, and after we read. So let's go ahead and do that right now. And you all are going to pause the video. So just pause the video and then press play when you all are ready to come back into the session. A question that you might find as you're reading the text. Maybe, how was the Grand Canyon made? I know this is the Grand Canyon because I'm looking at the text feature right there. And it's a label. It's telling me what this is. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to read paragraphs 1 through 9. And those are the sections, the introduction. We're going to read, how does water change Earth? And so this is the title. Earth Changes in blue of the entire text. These are in bold. Bold means that the color of the text is darker than any of the other letters on the page. Those bold titles are called subtitles. Kind of like a teacher. You know, like you have a sub for a teacher. This is the teacher, the title, but then these are like the sub. So think of title, subtitle. It's not the title of the whole entire article or story or text. It's the sub is just the title of that particular section, just those paragraphs. So we're going to read introduction, how does water change Earth, and how does wind change Earth. Those are the three sections that we're going to read today. So I'm going to have you read and annotate. We're going to go over the introduction together, and then I'm going to have you annotate. Well, we can go over 2, and then I'll have you all do the very last section together. How's that sound? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is we are going to read. And as we read, I'm just going to be taking notes as I read. One of my questions was, how was the Grand Canyon formed? Okay, and I didn't spell the print. All right, so let's get started. Earth changes. Introduction. Water and wind are important elements of our daily lives. Water is in rivers, lakes, and ocean. More than 2/3 of the world is water. Wow, so I think I'm going to put that more than 2/3 of the world is water. Also, something I saw that was important is, let me move that down, and I'm just going to put this 1. So I know that that's the first paragraph, that water and wind are important. Move this up. More than 2/3 of the world is water. So, and then it says that wind is moving air. The air is all around us. Water and wind are also very powerful forces of nature. They shape our world. Okay, now we're in paragraph 2. And if you find interesting key details, you don't have to have exactly what I have. Again, I'm just guiding you. But you can pick. Remember, we are not going to write the entire paragraph over. That's not what key details are. Key details are trying to find the most important sentences within the paragraph. And just as a refresher, when we start a paragraph, we indent. That's why there's space right here. That's how we know, hey, this is a new paragraph. You can also tell in reading in your consumables a new paragraph by looking at the numbers. This is paragraph 1. This is paragraph 2. This is paragraph 3. So sometimes in questions they might ask in paragraph 3, then you know to go back here to answer the question. Okay, let's continue. Paragraph 2. Over time, flowing water wears away the surrounding rock and soil. When water wears away Earth's surfaces, it's called erosion. Strong winds also can cause erosion. Erosion changes the way Earth looks. Storms bring strong winds and a lot of rain. They can also change the way our planet looks. So I read 2 paragraphs there. So there was a lot of information in those 2 paragraphs. It says flowing water wears away the surrounding rock. So that is called, when water wears away Earth's surfaces, it's called erosion. So let's put erosion. We did this in our last one. And water wears away Earth's surfaces. Okay. And then in paragraph 3, it's a very short paragraph. Storms bring strong winds and a lot of rain. They can also change the way our planet looks. So storms, Johnson still today. Storms bring strong winds, can change the way. Now, I know I said do not write the whole paragraph, but that paragraph is extremely short. So, and I thought that both of those sentences were very important. Okay, so I wrote all of the important information. You can also take your tool. Let's see if it will let me click it. So highlight those things. And as you can tell, I did not highlight the entire paragraph. I just highlighted some important information. And like I said, if you think that there are more lines in there, more sentences in there that are important, you are more than welcome to put on over here or in here in your notes, wherever you want to annotate. If you're on the computer, you would do it here. If you're writing physically in your book, you would put it. Water change Earth. So now we are on paragraph 4. Earth has ocean, rivers, lakes, and streams. Most of the time, these waters flow smoothly. Ocean water slowly wears away the shoreline. Ocean waves crashing against the rocks can also cause erosion. So let's think of some things that were in that paragraph and go ahead and write our text evidence on the side. So we said that Earth has ocean, rivers, lakes, and streams. Most of the time the water flows smooth. Ocean water slowly wears away the shoreline. So I'm going to put that. And then the ocean waves cause erosion. Okay, paragraph 5. Moving water slowly carves the edge of the riverbank. The Grand Canyon in Arizona was formed this way millions of years ago by flowing water in the Colorado River. Wow, so that tells me the answer to my question, and my question was, how was the Grand Canyon formed? So we're going to put the first sentence. Moving water carves edges of river bank. Let me put a little arrow. Oop, that's not an arrow. How the Grand was formed. All right, and we are still on the second section. How does wind change Earth? Okay, sometimes water can change land in a short amount of time. Storms can bring so much rain that rivers and lakes overflow. The rain runs over the land. This is called a flood. So we're gonna put 6. Move this over just a little bit. There we go. So when water runs over the land, it's called a flood. So flood. Water runs over the land. Flood water pushes things in its way. The land changes from the force of the water moving. So flood can change land. Okay. Well, I have all of my text evidence, my key details. Now I'm going to let you all do the last paragraphs, the last section, and that is 7 through 9. It's how does wind change Earth? How does wind change Earth? So you can press play, or you can read it to yourself and then go ahead and write your notes. So all that I did is I highlighted what I wrote in my notes section of the consumable. Let me show you guys what I did. I highlighted that. I pressed Control C, and then I just brought it right back over and pressed Control V, and I pasted it in here. So I copied and paste, and so this is what we did together and when we found the key details. Now what we're going to do is we are going to look at these key details, and then we're going to write the main idea of that particular section. In the paragraph, looking at the subtitle, I'm going to infer that the main idea of this text is water and wind are important. Ooh. Really, I just took the first sentence. Water and wind are important elements of our daily lives. Let's see if that works for how does water change Earth as well. And I'm sorry that I went a little fast with cutting and pasting those key details, but we are running out of time. I try to keep it right at 15 minutes. So we're just gonna wrap it up here, and in looking at these key details, we're gonna see if we can use the first sentence of that section as well. So in my opinion, it didn't quite capture every single thing. So I would say when water moves, it changes the way Earth looks. Yeah. So great. In blue are all our key details, and in green we summed all of those details up and wrote one sentence, and that's what it's basically talking about. So what you need to do now is go ahead and read the last section, and you are going to read the key details of 7, 8, 9, and then write the main idea. Answer your exit slip for today. It says this question has 2 parts. So you have 2 red circles. Make sure you're using those 2 red circles. It has a first part, which is part A, and then it has a second part, which is part B. So part A says, what is the main idea of this text so far? So remember, we only read paragraphs 1 through 9. That's not the entire text. We only read part of the text. So they want to know what the main idea of this text is from 1 through 9. So all of these combined, like all 3 of these, what is the main idea? Part B says, which sentence supports part A? So which of these sentences goes with the main idea of this answer? All right, well, that's it for Unit 8, Week 2, Day 1. Be here tomorrow for Day 2. You all have a wonderful, wonderful day. See you later. And can't forget, it was a great day to annotate. You all have a good day. Bye.